Welcome to Nerd and the Noob, episode 11. Today we're going to talk about Wolverine, Rocketeer, Superman, and hookups. Yeah!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nerd and the Noob. My name is Greg. I am your nerd.
And I'm Michael, I'm the noob. And today we've got way more stuff than he led me to believe.
Yeah, I went overboard, but we'll probably blow through it just like we always do. Starting with Weekend Chat Explosion. You first.
Well, this weekend was a party, obviously. And had some fun things to do today. I'm eating popcorn, if you can't hear. So
He hasn't had dinner.
Yeah, don't mind that. Just munching a little popcorn. So yesterday we had a little quote-unquote birthday party, like luau
There was
type.
no birthday involved in that.
Apparently not. I was led to believe there might be. And so it was just kind of fun. I got there really late because I had to work, and everybody kept asking my wife where I was, and she told
I knew
them
where you were.
I had to work.
You were in a van.
Where's Michael?
With
He's at
no
work.
windows.
Why did people keep asking? Anyways, so I did work, and I went down there. We ended up staying out there till like, oh God, almost 1.
That's what I heard.
It was like 12:30.
I'm old. I crashed.
It was ridiculous. We were in there playing cards. We played Yahtzee.
Really?
I lost horribly. Played Uno.
My 5-year-old beat all of you 4 times in Uno.
He cheated. Yes. I'm saying that. He cheated. Okay? So, I don't want to hear it. Let's see. Yahtzee, Uno, Hardcore. Yes, it is. Thank you. If for those of you that are new to this, we do have a chat open. We're doing this live on twitch.tv/nerdandthenoob, and so we do have a chat that we look at. So from time to time, if it sounds like we're talking to somebody that is not here vocally, then that's who it is. We're talking to chat. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was getting together with some friends we hadn't seen in a long time, and yeah, it was just interesting.
Cornhole. If you don't know what it is, look it up.
Apparently he played cornhole, but I'll let you get to that in just a minute. Today, so let me give you a little backstory. My wife decided she was going to go get, she replaced a couple of tires and got an oil change Friday?
Okay.
I think it was Friday.
She blew a tire already, didn't she?
So when I called her Friday on my way home, I was like, so how much did you spend at Walmart? $400. I nearly flipped out. I was
Why
like,
did you send her by herself? That's unsupervised.
I was like, wait, $400? That's not right. There's no way 2 tires and no.
On the blue car?
No. Nope. Nope. So I got home and finally looked at it that night because when I got home, we ended up going to do something. I don't know what. I can't remember. And they double charged us for everything to do with the tires.
Really?
The rotation, they charged us for 4 tires, valve stems, taxes, all that. So they overcharged me.
Didn't she look?
Yeah. They overcharged me $198. I was like, okay.
Did you go back?
Oh yeah, we did that today.
How'd that go?
Well, it took me finding the manager in TLE and going, hey, this is what happened. I need this back. Okay. Well, let me get this associate to do it. That was the first bad sign when the manager of the tire center could not do this. That was a bad sign to me. I was like, okay, whatever. So the associate figures it out, gets it done. I'm thinking she might have gave me a little bit more than she should have.
Probably.
Whatever. It works. It was within a few dollars. And so she was like, well, he has to approve on this. I'm like, well, first off, you've already put it on my debit card, and I'm not sliding my card again, so I really don't care. But I stood there anyway. So she went to him, and then he came over and goes, well, I don't know if this is right. So first off, he didn't know how to do it. Then when she got him to try to approve it, he was an idiot. Go back a minute. When I first walked into the store, I went up to the front like you're supposed to. You go to the front to returns, and the lady in there said she didn't know how to do that because she didn't know what was what.
It's a little weird. I used to do it.
So when they called for somebody else, a third person, I got that same idiot lady that was up at the front counter, and then she comes back there acting like she knows what she's doing. Oh, I lost it. I finally looked at all 3 of them and went, come on, guys. Are you all this stupid?
Did you really say it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, they gave me evil, dirty looks after that. So finally got that done and bought some new clothes. Bought a couple shorts and I think a shirt. Made the wife buy some clothes.
Because she hadn't spent enough.
Right, and then came home and did some recording. I just recorded. You guys are gonna get a sneak peek. I died. Season 1 of my Minecraft Hardcore series is over. We are into Season 2. I got stuck out in the wilderness, and a spider knocked me into a creeper, and the creeper blew my ass up.
Good job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not quite as epic as Wolves, where a skeleton shot him to a creeper, and the creeper blew him up, which he would have survived if it hadn't thrown him into lava. That was fantastic to watch.
Hey, Seth.
But other than that, and then waiting on you to show up, helped out some friends with some editing and yada yada yada.
I did the party thing. I went to a buddy's house today and played Munchkin again. Love playing Munchkin. If you don't have it, get it. If you do, play it more.
It is really fun.
And little bit of Call of Duty before that. Watched the kids play. That was all fun.
Really? You still play that?
At his house. I go over there and have the need to shoot something.
Whose house?
Derek's.
Oh, okay.
Moving on.
That's it.
That's all I did, dude.
That's all you did?
I slept while you guys played all the epic Uno cards.
That's true. Epic Uno cards?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to do let's see. You get that story, I get that story, and we'll both talk about this one.
All right. A man goes Wolverine on his roommate and mother with a fake pair of Wolverine claws.
Okay, so my first question is, those don't look fake.
Well,
no, they're obviously not
replicas.
They're obviously not
air quotes.
How do you replica something that's already fake?
Ask Lord of the Rings.
Okay, fair point. Go ahead.
19-year-old Christopher Ryan Huff has been charged with aggravated assault after using the replica claws in conjunction with a knife to attack his roommate on August 8th. He sustained probably 5 to 6 wounds to his head and 2 to his arm. Police Sergeant Vance Norton said of the victim of the assault that took place in Vernal, adding that he also had multiple defensive wounds on his hand and one real deep wound to his thigh. Ow, he stabbed him with the claws.
These things, there's a little video here. Oh, of course it's going to be an ad. No! Shut up. Okay, so we're not playing that because it has an ad.
Huff was released after posting $10,000 bail. Of course he had $10,000. Why wouldn't he? And goes to court on September 10th.
These things look pretty awesome. I don't know if I can screenshot these, but these look pretty epic, man. Let me move this over to here or something. You guys got to see this.
Wait for it.
Oh, and that and the picture that goes along with it. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look awesome. School loans for $10,000.
So that leads me to a question that I wanted to ask you. Are you ready for the question?
Okay, I think I'm ready for the question.
What would you use to attack someone with that is a fictional item?
Oh, but see, that's the thing though. Oh, fictional item.
I know you can be violent. I know this.
Imbued with powers?
If you'd like.
Personally, I'd probably go with a deck of cards from Gambit.
Gambit style?
I love that thing, man.
Alright.
Why did they let him buy them? Wait, they said he was 18 or 19. He's 19. They can't deny him.
Look, if you look real close, you can see how the edges actually kind of...
They're serrated a little. Not serrated, but...
they're sharp.
They're knife edges. Yeah, these are sharp things. Who makes these?
Well, we know, but that's loud.
Yeah, it's loud. I mean, this is ridiculous. Where's the link? You'd think they'd put a link in here to buy these. So
maybe not.
I also love that if you got to watch the video replay of this, guys. The picture on here is Wolverine face palming. That's fantastic. So yeah. Oh, what am I doing here? Button. There we go.
There we go.
Lightsaber. Lightsaber is a good epic.
Yeah,
example.
lightsaber is way more than an attack. Lightsaber is.
But I think gambits would be cool.
No, see, I'd go with Batman's utility belt.
What? There's nothing on it.
There's everything on it.
Holy bat shark repellent?
That's in the Batcopter.
Right.
It was mounted on the back wall. Go back and look at the movie.
Wait, why did he have bat shark repellent on the back wall of a helicopter?
Obviously, he's flying over the water. Batman's always prepared.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Continue.
I would probably use that because he totally has the multiple, and I'd just shoot somebody in the face with the grappling gun is what I would do. Come on, that's gotta hurt. It can carry the man.
No, okay, fair enough.
So,
I like Tech Rock.
I would have gone with Batman Beyond suit. Oh yeah, that gets a clap. I love that suit.
So here's my argument. Here's my worry with this is, you know, people are always quick to go, video games cause violence, comic books cause violence. I mean, what was it? Years and years ago, they came up with that thing for the comic books
book code,
so that there wasn't some kind of horrible
violence.
Yeah,
and,
they took all the violence out of comics.
Violence, sex, drugs.
Do you think something like this is going to hurt it again?
No, because comics didn't do this. Stupidity did this.
It actually says X-Men on the item, though. It's got the X for, like, X-Men, and they look straight up like Wolverine claws.
Oh, well, this is new.
Mm.
He used them on his roommate who happened to be dating his mother.
Ouch. Okay,
Ooh.
maybe the roommate deserved it.
Do you think he knew he was dating the mother?
I'm just I don't know.
I mean, do you think he walked in the room and went, "What's up, son?"
Exactly. Dating your roommate's mother causes violence.
Yes, it does.
Unless
she's totally hot.
I think
then,
if the major media would got a hold of this, especially considering,
I'm sure they did.
Especially considering all the all the press that like Avengers is getting and all that good stuff, and Batman, the bombing with the Batman movies and all that. I mean, it could be turned into now X-Men causes.
See, he did use a knife though, so I'm thinking he only had one knife and thought he needed something else sharp.
And he had just laying around.
Why not? I have like 6 swords, a
See,
couple of
you
hidden
frightened me.
blades, and
I agree completely that it's not comics' fault. He's probably an uneducated kid who's ignorant and doesn't know any better.
yeah. I mean, they spelled his name with a K.
Yeah, that's true. Christopher Ryan, huh? Why'd they put his whole full name in there? That's kind of stupid.
Why not?
So, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about that. I just think it's I think it's an awkward situation, maybe.
Moving on.
Would you stop that?
Sorry, I liked it last week.
Yeah, no, I don't like it now.
Okay.
Okay, so you can stop that. So let's see. Let's make sure there's nothing else in here that we need. There is, yeah, I know. There is a little video that goes along with it. I don't know what it's for,
And we're not gonna play it.
but it's got an ad on it. So when you go back and watch this, it has all the posted links. Make sure you check those out. Actually, you know what we could do? I have an idea, just for our live listeners. So we are going to move on, and the next story, and close that, is Disney rebooting The Rocketeer. And if you're in the chat, I just posted a link to it so you can follow along with us. If you're old enough to remember this was an epic movie. I
don't think it was on an epic scale though.
I did. I loved this movie. I don't care how bad it was. This is an iconic
It's not
movie.
a bad movie. It just wasn't on an epic scale. We think epic now. We think Batman.
They blew up the freaking the Nazi big helium plane. What are they called?
I can't. Dirigible?
Is it a dirigible? I don't know what it's called.
I can't remember what it's called anymore.
I don't. See, chat says that is epic.
Go hard.
Let's see. According to Vulture, whatever that is, I'm assuming it's some kind of website. Thank you. Disney is giving serious consideration to rebooting their 1991.
Wait. 91?
I thought it was older than that.
No, I knew it wasn't.
Rocketeer movie. For those of you too young to remember, The Rocketeer is based on a comic which took place in the 1930s Hollywood. I just like that.
Gangsters, Nazis. All that good stuff.
And so, like, the guy who was... This is just...
No.
So you don't want it?
No.
See, this week it's my turn to go. This is an awesome... It's time for a remake. It's been over 20 years.
No.
Over 20 years.
No, okay, look. There are thousands and thousands of characters out there. And I know that the Rocketeer is beloved, especially by comic book readers. It's a cool concept. It always has been. But no, it was good when they made it. It was the lower budget version of it, the less tech on the side that they had, I think worked for it. I don't want to see some computer-generated, redone version of it where they make it look like he's flying. I mean, they did a good job on it the first time.
He looked like he was flying in the other one. I like it. I think it's time. I think it's well enough time that they could probably get away with it.
No, I agree with you on that sentiment. It has been a long enough time for them to redo it. But the problem is, and I have this problem, is you have so many other characters in the Marvel Universe, because this is Disney talking about doing this. You know, Marvel owns so many characters, including lower independent characters such as this.
So it says in the bottom, and if anybody from Disney is reading this, please bring back Timothy Dalton and his fantastic mustache. Thanks.
If you've never seen this movie, go check it out. It's one of our favorite movies from our childhood.
This is I don't know if this was wrote before or after Iron Man. I don't know the years. But this is like low budget Iron Man.
Yeah.
And I like that. Low budget Iron Man. It works for me. I think this should be redone.
No,
I want to know in the comments and any medium you can find. Shoot us a tweet, anything. But I want to know, do you want to see this done?
Before you do, go find it. Go see if it's on Netflix. Rent it from some old lady who still, peddles VHS. Find the video. Find the movie and watch the original first.
See, I'm getting to redo it. Yep, I'm liking that.
No.
Yep.
No.
Redo it.
No.
I think I vote for redo it. That's my not my new versus, but
100 times no.
Give me a good reason.
It was good. It was already good the first time. That's the problem they're having. Yes, they can redo a movie that was kind of bad or campy or whatever. This was done old, based around the 1930s, but it wasn't done campy. It was not campy.
It was quite campy, but it was good. It's a good movie that deserves... It deserves to be seen by the newer generation. Half the people in our chat right now have no idea what this movie is. It deserves a chance to be seen by the newer generation. It's not going to get that by being a 1991 classic. It's going to get that by being a new remade.
Okay, so as I said last week, I've discovered I'm old, so I'm going to say this. Go watch the classics.
So, yeah.
Rocketeer.
Yeah, go watch The Rocketeer. Yeah, exactly. I want it on Twitter, in the description, or in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube. Send us an email. I don't care. I want to know, do you want to see a Rocketeer remake? And if, like Greg said, if you haven't seen it, go watch the original. So, yes. Anyways, moving on.
I still like it.
So stupid. Okay, so apparently...
Copy.
Oh, yeah, I got to copy this into the page.
Good picture, too.
Alright, so Superman plus Wonder Woman equals love in Justice League number 12. Kissy kissy. She has a tight butt in this picture.
Well,
Oh, are these different ones that they've kissed?
It looks like it.
Alright, go for it. Let's see. DC Comics has announced via its sister company, Entertainment Weekly, that a future issue of Justice League will see Superman and Wonder Woman begin a super romance. Wonder how that works.
Well, see, here's the thing, and I thought about this. They've dated in the past, and there's been an argument forever and ever and ever about how would Superman and Lois Lane actually have a
Wonder
kid.
Woman?
No. Lois Lane. Everyone knows Superman has always ended up with Lois Lane.
Okay.
How would they have a kid? It's he's super. She's at least a demigod.
Okay.
She can handle it. If you get where I'm going. Sorry.
He being dirty.
Dirty.
I do like the picture though. The picture is good.
I think it's Jim Lee art. If I was to take a guess, I'm pretty sure that's Jim Lee art.
What does it say? It's good art. It is really good art.
There's no watermark on it, so I can't tell. And she's got him with the rope.
Oh, apparently, I didn't know this. Wait,
What
who's
is it?
Steve Trevor?
Steve Trevor was Wonder Woman's dude. He was a pilot that crashed on Themyscira.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I thought she was always with Batman and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, in our generations of, Justice League, Diana was always, really more attracted to Bruce Wayne and Batman. But, I mean, the new DC 52, they're trying to change it around a lot.
Right.
And it is Jim Lee art.
Yeah, and it says here that this is not going to be a short time thing, then they're going to go back to the regular stuff. This is going to be a substantive change. Substantive, yeah, that's close enough.
It does say substantive.
It's going to be a very considerable change. They're going to keep this. Apparently, it's not without precedent, though. The couple notably got it super on in Kingdom Come and The Dark Knight Strikes Again, but both of those stories are considered non-canonical, in spite of the fact that they've been read by vastly more people than the overwhelming majority of every canonical Superman Wonder Woman story ever published.
Kingdom Come is an Elseworld story. They're a lot older,
I think I read
believe.
part of that.
I really want to read that one, actually. Let's see here. Anything else on here? Sorry, I'll try to stop the clicking. But no, my question
apparently it's part of the new 52 initiative.
Do you like this? Do you care that he's not with Lois? Or Lana?
Personally, I think Smallville totally screwed the whole Superman Lois thing completely out of the water, so at least this generation doesn't...
I love the Smallville Lois, though.
I'm just saying. I don't think it matters as much as it used to. I'm thinking Superman being with whoever he wants.
You think it mattered more with, the Lois and Clark generation?
No, or
Dean Cain version.
Right, Dean Cain version, or from before Smallville. Because, how often did Clark actually date Lois in Smallville? Twice?
Yeah. No, I guess so.
So I think as far as the new, it's not even really a new reincarnation style of it. It's I think it works,
but it still draws in okay. You think this is this is gonna sound weird. Is this a difference between strong woman physically and strong woman mentally? Because Lois Lane has always been strong woman.
Okay.
She's can do it on her own, lead reporter, nobody takes my story, Wonder Woman, kick your butt, break your teeth, smash your face, hit beat up Hades.
Right.
Do you think it's kind of like that trade-off in the early stages they're going to use? Because this is a younger Superman. This isn't quite the elder statesman boy wonder that has been around forever.
Boy Wonder? That was a wrong choice of words. Try that again. Boy Wonder's Robin.
Boy Scout.
There you go.
Sorry, late. This is a younger version, so maybe at this time, maybe he's just more attracted to the powerful woman.
No, if she looked like she did in that picture, I'd go for her too. Although I'd hate to have his neck veins though. Those are looking pretty harsh.
I don't know.
I honestly, I think it's a
Comic
cool
book
match.
artists.
I think it can cause a lot of interesting storylines.
It's going to cause problems is what it's going to cause.
Yeah.
Imagine that fight.
I think it'll cause a lot of interesting storylines that way. Because Clark or Superman, I guess, will probably feel the overwhelming need to protect. And that's going to be a problem with her.
Yeah.
They don't do really the sexism or the feminist
Shining Knight
feminist kind of stuff as hard as they used to, but the Shining Knight syndrome and the sexist and the womanizing and maybe stuff like that may come into play.
Yeah, I think all that stuff is gone by the wayside. It's it's done.
Really, you think so?
I think so. I think it's more equal these days.
There's still a fair bit. Oh, hey, what is this picture? I didn't even see this.
That's a good one. Is that Jim Lee?
I don't know. A man. I'm a man who can fly, but it's this woman who sweeps me off my feet.
I think that's Lois.
Is it Lois? I didn't even see these other pictures. You should really tell me to scroll down. Whoa, who is this dude? Featuring a cover in which Amazon Princess locking lips with Apollo.
Nice. See? Goddess.
Okay, fair enough.
I like all the art on these. Check it out.
Yeah, this is a good link. You guys really should look at this link. It's awesome. Can you have some popcorn? No, you cannot have my popcorn. It's my popcorn. This is my popcorn. It's kind of like my stapler. If you know that joke, give yourself a high five. It's my stapler.
All right, then. Are we done?
No, yeah, this is just... I'm just going to read it, make sure. It's not without precedent. Already read that.
I think it's going to cause some issues. I think purists are going to have issues with the fact that they're going to hook up for any amount of time.
Right.
Because of the whole Lois thing. I think people are going to get upset.
I don't know. I don't know that it will. I did put the link in the chat. Scroll up, Dan. Jeez.
All right, moving on.
Yep, we're moving on. That's the end of the long box for this week. Those were the 3 big stories. I'm sure we probably could have turned one of these smaller stories into a big story, but we try to keep it to 3, and that did it. That did us for what, nearly a half hour?
Yeah,
nearly a half hour. So that was good. This week we're moving on to the Noob verses.
We no comic this week. We just ran out of time. Simple as that.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on from the comic. We'll go back to the comic next week. This week we've got the Noob versus, and I think he wanted to do some team. Here's the problem.
We gotta get last week's stuff first.
All right, hang on. Here's the talk with Noob versus. So lately we've been trying to pre-plan the Noob versus, which is fun sometimes, but I don't like it as much. I like being able to just spontaneously go, I want to choose
blah blah blah
blah blah blah, and you have to come up with somebody that can beat him in a realistic fashion, I guess, or something like that.
Okay.
And otherwise, it gets stagnant to me. So I think this week I want to go, and I'm going to go completely south of normal. I'm going Green Lantern.
All right.
Or no, okay, I'll tell you what then. You did say team, right?
I would like a team.
Go the Green Lantern Corps.
Not giving me a whole lot to work against, are you?
Well, there's more cores than that. There's other cores.
I don't want to use cores though. I mean, it's I gotta.
And you can. I tell you what. If you wanted to just say like the Avengers, that's fine. You can even have Green Lantern in your Avengers if you wanted to. That's the different universe. Try the Justice League. There you go. My bad.
I'm thinking. You know what? You're doing the Green Lantern Corps?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go with X-Men.
Ooh, that would be
And I'll give you my team. My team of X-Men is Magneto as the leader.
That's like alternate X-Men.
Yes.
How do you spell this?
Cyclops, Wolverine, you know what? Magneto is my leader, and then from there.
What do you mean? Oh, see, I was going to say my Green Lanterns.
The 5 Earth ones?
The Earth ones. What are their names? You got John.
Well, if you want to go...
Go or numerical.
Okay. Alan Scott.
Okay.
Hal Jordan.
Got it.
John Stewart.
Yeah.
Guy Gardner.
Uh-huh.
Kyle Rayner.
Kyle Rayner. There you go. That's my team.
Okay, so I've got Magneto, Xavier, Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops.
Alright. So,
take that back. I take Storm out, I throw me some Iceman in there.
Alright, so we got Green Lantern Corps.
Yep.
If this document is irritating the Jesus out of me today. Versus X-Men. Alright. So that is the new verses for this week.
And the core members were...
We'll write all that down later. If you want to vote on the Noob verses, be sure to check the links in the description of anything.
I will be adding the vote link into the YouTube video from now on.
Yeah. Or be sure to check the Twitter because it always goes up on the Twitter. So, and I
might have to write down my team. Magneto, Xavier.
Right on the back of that.
I'm gonna have to remember it.
Or write it on the front of that.
Let's see here. Mags, Xavier, Iceman, Wolverine, and Cyclops.
All right. So now, unfortunately, now we have to go through the unruly part of this new versus. I'm gonna let you do this one.
Last week's new versus was Voltron versus the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazord, which would be the original.
I'm not talking to you.
And
Because you're a jerk.
as much as he believed that no one would care about the Power Rangers, I won!
You're a jerk face.
I won. I'm not telling him by how much, because last time it wasn't even that much, but I won. I won 2 weeks in a row. That's the winning streak. We're going to keep it going. We have to keep it going.
No, go put it on the board.
It's on the board. It's going on the board.
Right now it's 5-2, the noob.
But I'm catching up. This is like, it's like the 7th inning stretch. I am coming back.
Wrong podcast. This is not baseball.
I'm proud you knew it was baseball.
So, new versus this week. Green Lantern Corps, the 5 Earth Green Lanterns, X-Men.
And I know there are more Earth Green Lanterns, but that's the 5 we're using.
Are they really?
At least one more. Alan Scott's daughter, Jade.
Oh, okay. Anyways, and then you've got Magneto, Xavier, Iceman, Wolverine, and Cyclops.
My team of the X-Men.
Of the X-Men.
My peoples.
So, if you would like to vote on that, like I said, please check the description below. Moving on to the next thing, we're moving on to the short box. There is a butt ton of stuff in here this weekend.
How are we doing on time?
I don't know. Let's go look at it. We're probably about a half hour. Yeah, a little over half hour. So the first thing is the Marvel Avengers Gag Reel, which I have not watched yet.
It got leaked out on the internet. I'm not going to watch it yet. I haven't even watched it. I wanted to give it to you guys.
Oh, no! The link, it says the video is private.
No! They took it down since the last time someone showed it to me.
Oh, no. Hang on. Now I have to go find it.
Uh-oh.
YouTube. Avengers, what is it? Avengers Gag Reel?
Oh, no.
Gag Reel. Come on. Come on. Let's try this one. Is this one available?
Does it work?
Dirty, filthy. Fine.
Okay.
Suits
No.
me. Fly safe.
There
What?
we go. All right, we got it. Post that and throw it in there.
Okay. And here, find this one. Alright, I gotta watch
We
this.
need to throw that. No, we're not watching it.
Oh, I have to watch it later?
Yes. Without
Okay.
me here, because I want to see it on the DVD when it comes out. Copy that into the short
Oh,
box, though,
okay.
so we got the correct doc there.
Well, we'll keep the story. Where'd the story go? Boop. Quit that. There we go.
There we go. Where is it?
Working on it. Alright, so
Check out the gag reel.
there's nothing to talk about with that one.
It's just a gag reel. It's going to be a whole lot of Robert Downey Jr., I'm sure, because he's funny.
Alright, moving on. We've got confirmed new Green Lantern Boz is Arab American.
So he's not actually... Because, no, remember when we started talking about it, we assumed he was just Arab.
Oh.
Or Middle Eastern or whatever. He is actually... appears to be born in the States.
We'll see if it says anything. The confirmation of both rumors came... Oh, let's see. It is apparently official. DC Comics' newest Green Lantern, known as Baz, will be an Arab American. The confirmation of both rumors came via Detroit Free Press about Green Lantern writer, blah, 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 blah,
Jeff
blah,
Johns.
blah. Jeff Johns. According to the report, Johns will be the star attraction at 2 separate events, an invite-only workshop for local youth, and a public blah, 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 blah. Huh. Well, apparently that's all it says. But I've been covering this since like week 2. Been covering this guy. But so Arab American. Does that mean that he was born in the States?
It could mean a couple of things. He was either born in the States,
Okay.
split parents, or maybe military over there.
Well,
Split
but
parents.
he doesn't look. He
He's
looks
got a
Arab.
full
He's
mask
darker.
on, though.
But look, he looks darker. He looks like he's darker. The way they drew him, he looks darker.
Well, maybe that's just the artwork on that.
So yeah, that one just amuses me a little bit.
He might join the Justice League
Does it say that?
as one of the GL members. Jordan Guygarner, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner. So this is a new one.
Yeah.
This is their new one.
I like it. I think it's interesting. I don't like the fact that he's holding a gun. Green Lanterns don't shoot things.
Well,
Makes me wonder if he's Arab American and he's holding a gun. Where's he from?
Detroit.
Why? Because it came from the Detroit Free Press?
That's right. So no, Jeff Johns' planned visit to the Detroit's Arab American National Museum to promote the character. I think he's from Detroit.
All right, fair enough. So, yep, go check out the link. This will let you read the story. And go back and check the other episodes. All the links for the Green Lantern stuff are always there that we've looked at.
You've liked this thing from day one.
I did. I just think it's interesting. I think it's like time. Like, we've had a black guy, and we've got like 4 white guys. And don't get me wrong, I'm a white guy.
One of them doesn't have a soul.
Which one's that?
Guy.
He doesn't have a soul?
He's redheaded.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, bad joke.
So, there's 4 white guys and 1 black guy. There's no girls from Earth.
Okay.
There's no other nationalities. Now, I realize that most of the comic book guys are probably American.
Well, it's not even that. Most of those guys were created by, if not before, the 90s.
Still, I think it's about time that they come up with some different ones.
I agree with you. I'm fine with diversifying the core.
Yeah,
I'm super fine with that.
So I just like that topic. I really want to read these issues when we can find them. So, all right, next thing. This is all you. You wanted to talk about this one.
Ooh, did we crash?
No, you're good.
Okay. Rob Liefeld quit DC this past week on Twitter, and he was bashing everybody, apparently. Rob Liefeld has been a big artist and creator for DC, and he was one of the original guys who started Image Comics. That's still stuck in there. He's kind of like the godfather of pockets and studs.
I don't even know what that is.
Remember in the 90s when we read comic books and all of them had like 50 billion pockets on, chest straps and everything else? You know what I'm talking about?
You mean like Thor there?
No, not quite like Thor. Think, who can I... Well, I mean, go back to a lot of the early Image stuff. I mean,
Okay.
He was the godfather of every bit of that. It's kind of weird that he would quit, although a lot of people have been kind of bashing on him lately. It looks like some of his tweets are included in this. I'm not huge on... I don't really... I was never a Liefeld fan, but I thought it was significant that he just straight up used Twitter to quit DC Comics. I thought that was... See, in the 90s...
Kind of unprofessional.
See these pockets?
Uh-huh.
There'd have been 50 of them.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a big old dude in there.
I don't know who that is. One of his new characters, obviously.
I don't know who this guy is, so really it doesn't matter to me. So.
Like I said, he was one of the founders of Image Comics, along with Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, and you'll apologize. I apologize, but there's another 1 or 2 guys that I can never remember their names.
Fair enough. All right, moving on. Next story. This is you. One, I Draw Comics Kickstarter quickly surpasses funding goal. What is I Draw Comics?
I Draw Comics is something by current Fantastic Four and recent Scarlet Spider artist Ryan Stegman and a friend of his. They are putting out a 100+ page book that has sketching tablets, templates, drawing tools, anything and everything that you think you might need on paper to learn how to be an artist or become a better artist. They put a Kickstarter out for.
Okay.
I've been looking at a lot of Kickstarter lately ever since we talked about Pitfalls and Penguins.
Right.
And I liked this. I looked through it. I've always wanted to try to learn how to draw. I thought it was a really cool idea, and
Concentrate. Leave the phone alone.
and I think it's cool. It's $25 for the book, and they've already surpassed their goal. So everybody that's getting, if you get $25, you don't just get the book. You get like the book and like a signed, another piece of signed artwork inside your book.
So how much did you give?
$25.
Nice.
And it's for a full book. It's nice. There's a video for it. It's on Kickstarter. It's called I Draw Comics.
The book looks really cool.
Ryan Stegman's art was hugely talked about when he went to Scarlet Spider. And a lot of people were mad when he got pulled off of it by Marvel to move to Fantastic Four. Because he's not doing both books. He got pulled.
A Scarlet Spider. Is that just a female Spider-Man?
No, Scarlet Spider was a clone
Of?
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Whew.
Is that a chick?
No, it's a dude.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
A just different costume.
Gotcha.
But it was very good art. That's what pushed me towards it. You kind of liked this, so I'll let you go with this one.
This one was neat. I just when he brought the story up, I was like, "Oh, this looks fancy." Marvel previews early all new X-Men #1 art by Stuart Immonen. And it's a throwback to the original X-Men. It looks
Throw the art up there.
freaking awesome.
The story behind this new comic is all new X-Men is going to be a story about the original X-Men.
Which you should now be able to see on your screen.
The original X-Men are getting brought forward in time.
Oh.
So they're going to be here with their current versions, which in this case means big furry guy enveloped in Phoenix Complex right now. Blue and mechanical wings. Angel.
Okay.
Died like 3 times and may not even be alive now or not around.
You have to tell me which ones. You're just pointing at pictures.
Sorry. Angel has been taken over and had become evil before. Cyclops has part of the Phoenix Force in him right now. Iceman is greatly unchanged, actually. He's a lot more powerful now, and he's learning. He's a teacher. Beast, of course, is blue, big, and hairy. And Jean has died several times.
Wasn't Beast originally Beastie?
No, he's got big hands, big feet, and he's very athletic.
Oh,
The original one, the original Iceman looked more like snow than ice.
Huh.
He wasn't always glossy and shiny.
I guess that's more like movie magic.
Yeah, take it down.
I'll go. Oh, it looks really neat.
The art is very nice. Let's see here. It's going to be written by Brian Michael Bendis, and the art is, like we said, Stuart Immonen. I think it's going to be fantastic. And if you haven't read comics in a while and you have a way to get to them, Discount Comic Book Service does pre-orders. Midtown Comics, I think, does pre-orders. There's several places out there where you can do pre-orders. We don't have to, but I mean, I would like to.
Yeah.
I mean, when it puts it out, we'll definitely pick this up.
It looks like it's coming out November 7th.
So you've got a little while. I'm sure the pre-orders have started fairly soon.
Oh, what are these?
It's concept art for what's going
cool.
into it. Because I mean, that's what Beast looks like now. He's got more of a lion face, lion.
Oh, that's
face.
weird. I don't like that.
See,
Oh, there we go. Full cover.
Big hands, big feet.
What? Epic. I like this. This is neat. I like the old art for the original X-Men. That was always very cool to me. Just the simplicity of it. They always overdo it now. And then kind of X-Men is kind of turned from this original X-Men to the Wolverine X-Men. You know, it's almost always a Wolverine thing. So, all right, next thing.
You want to talk about this?
What is this? Hang on. Who should direct Flash? Does it actually say anything in here?
This is just, it's comicbookmovie.com. This is an editorial. It's strictly people kind of trying to figure out, because it's got to be assumed that Flash is coming to the big screen soon.
Okay.
So they kind of gave a list of people that should do it. I've heard it. Go back up and we'll just go through it. Chris Miller and Phil Lord from 21 Jump Street. Sean Levi from Red Steel. I like
Real
Steel. I like that movie actually.
I did too.
Edgar Wright from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Eh.
Andrew Stanton from Finding Nemo. No.
Weird.
Ruben Fleischer from Zombieland. That could be funny. I like this one actually. Josh Trank from Chronicle.
That was a strange movie. Did you watch it?
No, I saw parts of it.
It was a straight up weird movie.
I just want to. I put this on here simply because it means that if people are actually talking about it more.
See, so wait, Flash is DC.
Yes.
I'm trying to think, who would do that well? Who would do a good? I mean, the question is, how do you go with a Flash movie? Do you go epic, huge? Or do you kind of stay more of a localized? Let's put him in what city is it?
Star City.
Star City? Is it Star City?
Yeah, I believe so. I normally know.
But
No, Green Lantern's Coast City.
if it just depends on how you do that.
Sure. It also puts the question of which Flash do you want?
I would assume Barry Allen.
Well, there's Barry Allen, there's Wally West, there's Bart Allen, there's
Wally was the kid, right?
There's Jay Garrick, who's never been done in movies before.
I would assume you go Barry Allen. He's the one that's an accident Flash, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's definitely the accident Flash. I think Wally was too, because I mean he's older. I don't think he's young enough to be Bloodline. Bart Allen is Bloodline.
Okay. I don't know. See, the problem is I don't know who could do it. 21 Jump Street. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's really good. Real Steel, good movie. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World,
Good movie.
good movie, but totally not the way you want to do a Flash.
No.
Finding Nemo, not a chance in hell. Zombieland, good movie, well shot. It's darker.
Yeah.
I think Ruben Fleischer could do a good job with it if he did it in the style of Zombieland. The guy at Chronicle, it depends on how you do it. Chronicle was an interesting movie. So if he brought an interesting take to it, it would either flop or not. What?
He's the least likely to be hired to direct The Flash anytime soon, at least, due to his being attached to several projects, including Fox's Fantastic Four reboot.
Well, we'll see. Like I said, opinions. Everybody's got one. So, alright, so what do we got next? Let's see.
I think we move into the movies.
There you go. Nope, still right here.
We got a couple of things here. Chuck Norris has announced he will not be back for the Expendables 3. I have to say, neither one of us have been able to see the second one yet, but I still heard it did very well. I've heard it's very funny. He said that he's not gonna do. I mean, the dude is getting old.
Yeah. Does he say why? Did he see quotes anywhere?
It was his first appearance since Dodgeball in 2004. So crap, almost 10 years.
Oh, good.
Said he's had enough. It's just acting. Let's see here. He just talks about. I think he's just tired. I mean, he's been in the business in way, shape, or form since Bruce Lee was around.
Yeah, I'm sad to see him not in it, but I don't know what he's like in the second one. So he may be a bomb in the second one, and so it wouldn't make me feel bad. So the film won't be lacking in star appearance. Oh God! Apparently they're trying to talk to Clint Eastwood, Nicolas Cage, and others for the third one. How long are they going to do these movies?
Until most of them actually start dying.
That's pretty funny. That would be awesome.
That would be
like,
bad.
oh no, so-and-so died in the middle of it. We're going to have to kill him in the movie. That would be upsetting in so many different ways.
That would be really bad. Alright, moving on.
Oh, goodness. All right.
This was really cool.
I got the link. Shut up.
Buy custom-made Boba Fett helmets for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. There are several of these custom-made helmets that you can now purchase, and all the proceeds will go to Make-A-Wish.
I want that one.
These are so cool. Absolutely fantastic.
There's a Cylon-looking one. Hang on. I bet you I can do this.
We're going to put it in the chat.
We're going to attempt to. I'm just going to drag it.
Alright, scroll up to the first one.
Chat,
are you really going to put it over my head?
Chat, are you still alive? Nobody's talking in our chat, so just make...
What'd you do?
I might have clicked a button.
No, get off that.
Yoink. Oh, that's why.
Wait.
Alright, so
Scroll up.
we've
Show
got
the first one.
Weta Workshop.
That's the name of the place that's doing it.
Oh,
This
okay.
is just their 2012 version, although there appears to be a small person on top of it.
Yeah. Then you've got a Cylon Fett. That's one of my favorites. I'd like to have that one. Epimetheus Fett. I'm assuming that's supposed to be like Prometheus. What is it? Game of Clones.
That's funny.
That one looks really cool. This one is freaking epic.
It's the Boba Recall.
Just that one's so freaking cool. I just can't. You just cannot imagine.
Would you quit doing that?
My bad. Next one is Spartan clone.
That one almost really just looks like a Spartan helmet. Maybe the shine.
Yeah.
But I mean, and the bottom one, Iron Fett.
That one looks really funny.
Battle damage.
I think the only thing that makes this a Fett helmet is the little.
Well, no, the shape is
thing.
in a Fett helmet, and I mean it's battle damaged.
Right. Is anybody? I think our chat's frozen.
Hope the video's not frozen too.
No, it's not. It's not. I can double check that, but. Oh, that's why.
That's why what?
That's why my chat froze. Because Google crashed, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Anywhozer. So, yeah, that one's actually really cool. It was, I saw it, we were looking at the first picture, I'm like, oh, that's really nice, and then I scrolled down. Like I said, the Total Recall one is epic. And, so, yeah, we're gonna move on from that. Alright, this is yours, go for it, have fun with it.
Aquaman gets a robot chicken variant cover. DC has put out a variant cover, which if you don't know what a variant cover is, for a comic book, it's basically just that. It's different versions. A lot of times there's several of them out there. But this one is a robot chicken edition. And it's got Aquaman beating the crap out of everybody in the Justice League, and with a big old smile on his face, and it's so funny. Share the link. Got to share the link.
They're looking at it.
Oh. Hey, uncover my head.
Well, I'll uncover it in a second. Alright, there y'all got to see the picture. That's just hilarious. That's pretty funny.
I liked it. I thought it was so funny.
I think it's funnier because it's not Twoo.
It's not Twoo. Why can't it be Twoo?
Because he's Aquaman. He's probably the crappiest superhero ever invented.
No, I'm pretty sure if you give me a week, I can find way better.
Who do you beat? We got Cyborg, Wonderwoman, Flash, Batman, Green Lantern. Who's that? That's green. That's yellow right there. Oh, that's Flash's feet.
Boots.
Okay. That is just humorous beyond all belief. All right, so next one is Dumb and Dumber sequel plot revealed. Okay, I'm going to read this because this sounds very strange. Well, suck me sideways. It looks like our favorite snot-covered, pet-loving Mockingbird singing duo back. Harry Dunn and Lloyd Christmas, better known as Dumb and Dumber, are back for a sequel. Speaking to Digital Spy, Dumb and Dumber writer Bobby blah blah confirmed the sequel is a go. It's definitely something we've been hoping for a long time. We always wanted to get the two original guys, Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, back together and see what they're up to. Now it's almost 20 years after the original, and the other guys are at a point in their career where they had so much fun the first time that they're willing to do it. We will make this movie.
The story revolves around the fact that one of them may have sired a child. They want to go and find the child because he's having a kidney problem and he wants to ask him for one of his kidneys.
Wow.
Ooh. This sounds mental, especially the fact that one of them managed to sleep with a woman.
Wow. I'm okay with this. I mean, if it's well done, I'm okay with it. It has to be well done. But like they said, it's been almost 20 years since this was done. And this isn't a remake. This is a sequel. Don't know how they do a 20-year-old sequel, but it's a sequel nonetheless. So, I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it'll be interesting to say the least.
The video stuff.
I'm getting there. All right, so we got a couple other things here. Let's just pull that out right there. We're not actually going to talk about any of this. But what we've got is we've got a new little section here because we keep getting a bunch of them, and they're a bunch of video links. So
the first one is a homemade S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. It looks like it's a modified version of one of those four-wing remote control copters. It's about 3 feet long. It looked pretty cool. Somebody flew it over Russia. I'm sure someone shot it down. Probably FPS Russia. The next one is a real-life Star Wars hover bike. Somebody has made one. I mean,
Sorta. It says Sorta.
Sorta.
It looks neat.
It's not an actual hover bike, but it is an actual hover bike. It doesn't go that fast.
Okay. What is this?
Star Wars Detours. That is a new animated show from the Robot Chicken guys, from Seth Green. There's a full. It looks like there's a full trailer because this past weekend, whenever you're listening to it, they had Star Wars Celebration 6 in Florida.
Oh,
which I would have
that's what that
loved.
was. I saw.
I would have loved to go to that.
That's what I saw.
But
okay.
I couldn't go to it.
Right.
So there's a trailer to the new show. I think they're going to gear up a couple new shows for Star Wars pretty soon because here fairly soon.
Keep going.
Fairly soon, I think Clone Wars will probably end.
Oh.
Which is their current show because it's only the time frame in between episode 2 and episode 3.
I tell you, I want to see the kids.
I just don't think it'll ever happen.
I want to see the kids. I want to see the Jedi kids. I don't care about the non-Jedi kids so much.
Okay.
But I want to see the kids. Next thing is a Captain Planet fan film. I didn't even watch this yet.
Everything on this looks actually fairly decent except for Captain Planet himself.
And then that's it for the videos. The last bit we've got on here is a piece of news that we wanted to throw in at the bottom. If you like video games, GTA 5 news. Let's see if we can get this pulled up.
It's G4, so
Cop
it's gonna have
cars,
a
copters,
video.
and biplanes? Holy crap, there's biplanes?
There's helicopters.
I'm okay. There was helicopters before, but
Wow, is that in game?
wow, if that's in game, that looks really cool. That's got to be cutscenes. There's no way that's in game. We've got some really cool stuff in here. So I just like the biplane. So go check out all the links. We've got
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah. So that's pretty much covered it all. That's good timing. We got a little less than an hour in on that. So what do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy it? Do you have comments? We could use some comments down in the section below.
If you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at nerdofthenoob@gmail.com. You can get us at Twitter at nerdofthenoob. You can get us personally on Twitter. Mine is at gman0184.
Mine is OPEC_mango.
Comment on the YouTube videos. We are on iTunes, Android, YouTube.
Speaking of that, did you ever figure out how to get it on the other one?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's
sorry.
taking me a little bit.
The Android ones are a little difficult.
What else? Are we on anything else? I'm going to look into a website for Nerd and the Noob very soon. If you guys would be interested in that, let us know.
We can post like the Nerd and the Noob on there, or the Nerd and the Noob, the Noob verses on there. We can post link to the comic book.
We're looking at maybe doing tournament style Nerd and Noob versus stuff.
Yep, that would be interesting.
But I think that's all we've got for this week.
Yep, I think we're done for this week. We got. I think that was a pretty decent show. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I liked it. It was. It was enjoyable.
And yes, Chad is asking. We will probably try to have a forum. I just don't know how yet. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you've had a good weekend. And remember,
as I say every time, whether there's one of you or 1,000 of you, you're all epic. So please stay epic.
peace.